how Caesar took over Rome. Rome was the most powerful republic the world had ever seen, ruled by laws, not kings. Yet one man destroyed it without wearing a crown. Julius Caesar didn't seize power overnight. He didn't overthrow Rome in a single battle. Instead, he won the people, outplayed the Senate, and used Rome's own system against itself. By the time his enemies realized what was happening, it was already too late. So how did one man rise above the law and take control of the greatest republic in history? This is the story of how Julius Caesar took over Rome. Step 1. Rome before Caesar. Before Julius Caesar rose to power, Rome was officially a republic ruled by elected officials in the Senate, but in reality it was deeply unstable. Wealth and land were controlled by a small group of elite families, while ordinary citizens struggled with heavy debt, unemployment, and frequent food shortages. Political violence had become normal, with rival factions using street gangs, threats, and intimidation to silence opponents. Senators were often more focused on personal ambition and rivalry than on serving the public good, and widespread corruption weakened trust in government. Although Rome appeared powerful and successful on the outside, its institutions were slowly failing the people they were meant to protect. Growing inequality created anger, fear, and frustration across society. Many Romans began to lose faith in the Senate's ability to maintain order or fairness. As confidence in the republican system declined, the idea of a strong leader who could restore stability started to feel more attractive than strict loyalty to tradition. Rome did not fall in a single moment. It gradually lost belief in its own system, creating the perfect conditions for one man to rise above the law. Step 2. Caesar's early ambition and popularity. Julius Caesar was born into a noble family, but he did not inherit the wealth or influence needed to dominate Roman politics. What set him apart was his ambition, sharp intelligence, and deep understanding of how power truly worked in Rome. Caesar willingly went into heavy debt to fund public games, festivals, and speeches that won him widespread popularity among ordinary citizens. While many senators mocked him for reckless spending, the people saw a leader who listened to them and shared their concerns. Caesar quickly realized that public support could be a stronger shield than laws or traditions. He also mastered the art of public speaking, using emotion, drama, and symbolism to shape opinion and inspire loyalty. By presenting himself as a defender of the common people against a corrupt and self-serving elite, he built a following that went beyond politics. Long before he ever commanded legions on the battlefield, Caesar learned a critical lesson of Roman life in a republic under strain. Controlling public opinion was the first step toward controlling power itself. Step 3. The first triumvirate, power through alliance. Rather than challenging Rome's strongest men directly, Caesar joined them. He formed a secret alliance known as the First Triumvirate with Pompey, Rome's most successful general, and Crassus, its richest citizen. Each man gained something. Pompey gained political support, Crassus gained influence, and Caesar gained access to real power. Together, they bypassed the Senate, controlled elections, and passed laws through pressure and intimidation. This alliance allowed Caesar to become consul and later secure command of Roman legions in Gaul. Although the Republic still existed on paper, real authority was now concentrated in the hands of a few individuals. This was a turning point. Caesar had learned how to bend Rome's political system without breaking it openly, setting the stage for something far more dangerous. Step 4. Loyalty over law. Caesar's long campaigns in Gaul transformed him from an ambitious politician into a living legend. Over nearly 10 years of warfare, he conquered vast territories, expanded Rome's borders, and sent enormous wealth back to the capital. These victories brought him fame, but his greatest achievement was something far more dangerous. Caesar built an army that was loyal to him personally, not to the Roman Senate. He paid his soldiers generously, marched beside them through hardship, and rewarded courage directly, creating a powerful bond of trust. His men followed him because they believed in him, not because of orders from Rome. News of his victories spread rapidly, making Caesar incredibly popular among the Roman people. At the same time, fear grew within the Senate. They understood that laws meant little against a commander supported by experienced, devoted legions. By the end of the Gallic Wars, Caesar possessed both military power and emotional loyalty, a combination that no republic could safely contain. Step 5e, crossing the Rubicon. Civil war begins. When the Roman Senate ordered Julius Caesar to return to Rome without his army, their goal was clear: strip him of authority and put him on trial. Caesar knew this would mean humiliation, exile, or death. Standing at the Rubicon River, the legal boundary no general was allowed to cross with troops, he faced a final choice: obey the Senate and lose everything, or defy the Republic itself. Caesar chose defiance. By leading his army across the Rubicon, he committed an act of treason and made civil war inevitable. Word spread quickly, and panic followed. Many cities opened their gates without a fight, unwilling to resist a commander with such momentum. Pompey, unprepared for Caesar's speed, fled Italy altogether. Marching with discipline and confidence, Caesar dismantled opposition almost effortlessly. Rome did not fall to a foreign invasion, but to an internal crisis, a system that could no longer restrain the power it had allowed one man to build. Step 6. Dictator for life. The end of the Republic. Second, after defeating all his rivals, Julius Caesar returned to Rome as its unquestioned master. Rather than declaring himself king, he carefully preserved the outward appearance of the Republic while quietly holding absolute power. He accepted the title of dictator for life, gained control over the Senate, and filled key positions with loyal supporters. Caesar introduced major reforms, including new laws, debt relief, public works projects, and even a reorganization of the Roman calendar. For many ordinary Romans, these changes brought long-awaited stability after years of political chaos and civil war. However, for members of the Senate, Caesar's authority was deeply alarming. They feared that Rome's traditions were being erased and that monarchy was inevitable. Believing they were acting to save the Republic, a group of senators conspired against him. On the Ides of March, they assassinated Caesar inside the Senate chamber. Instead of restoring freedom, his death shattered the remaining balance of power. The Republic collapsed soon after, opening the path to imperial rule. Julius Caesar's rise didn't just change Rome, it changed the course of history. His death could not save the Republic, and within years, Rome became an empire ruled by emperors instead of laws.